Hey folks, today I'll be talking about a D&D campaign I'm in. A little background first. I am a slightly experienced player. I've played a few games, never been able to get into a group that finishes though. The DM is a young teen and he has been wanting to be the dungeon master for quite a while now. Um, I have too, I just haven't had the chance. This game is family game. We all live together, so we're not breaking quarantine or anything to sit up and play together. Um, and I thought it would be fun to play Wild Mage because I've never played a sorcerer before and it seems fun. Anyway, on to the story. The story starts in the village of Phandalin. A ragtag group of exotic adventurers walks into town. A nondescript female Leonin rogue named Leon, a heroic human paladin named Xavier, a sassy wood elf named Zahara Goldleaf, and me, a half elf with void black eyes, arcane tattoos all across his body, though it's mostly covered up by my fancy clothes. I go by the name of Alfonso Geralt Boris Coulter Zanzibar the Third. Yeah, I'm a noble. Walking into town, we notice that the town is very small. There isn't a presence of guards, but everyone seems armed in some fashion. The people seem to be mainly farmers and miners. Leon decides she wants to see the pretty gems and ores at the miners' exchange, so we head there inside. We see a bunch of miners speaking to people behind desks, and a wealthy looking lady looking at the ores that are on display. As we were in need of some income and are looking to make a name for ourselves, I approach the noble lady and introduce myself. Hello there, my lady. May I have a word? And she responds, Sure. Is there something I can do for you? You seem to be better off than most around here, so I thought you may know of anything important going on that a group of adventurers could solve for you, for a price, of course. Yes, there is something. There have been some orcs up in the mountains causing trouble for miners. If you could clear them out, I would appreciate it. At which point, Zahara pipes up. We'll do it for 10 golds apiece. To which the lady replies, Agreed. By the way, my name is Hylia Thornton. Having perused the ore and awkwardly ended the conversation, we go see what is available at the shops. Not much, as it's late afternoon at this point. We decide to get a room at the inn and start out tomorrow morning. The inn is busy, and I walk up to the innkeeper. Hello, good sir. You seem to be busy. Would I be able to get 2 rooms, some food, and drink for my party? The innkeeper responds, Aye, it'll get busier late tonight. Rooms are 10 silver each, food 1 silver a meal. Interrupting and by placing a gold coin down, I say, I'll take the room, the meals, and if it's all right with you, keep our mugs full for the night. The innkeeper looks at the gold and responds, I'll gladly accept that. As the innkeeper gets our drinks, I ask, Are there any good rumors or local tales a group of adventurers may be interested in, good sir? The innkeeper responds, Why yes, there seems to be some strange magic in the Neverwinter Wood. It's been confounding those that attempt to navigate there. The innkeeper hands me our drinks and goes about making our food. I bring everyone their drinks, tell the group about the Neverwinter Wood, and we agree that we should check it out after taking care of the orcs. After a nice meal and some drinks where Leon complains about not having a tent if we have to sleep outside, everyone but Zahara goes to bed. Zahara goes off and steals a tarp to make a tent with before she goes to bed. Crashing and yelling wakes me up. I wake up our party and we grab our gear. We hear a window shattering. In a panic, Zahara drags Leon to the nearest window and throws themselves out of it, barely managing to avoid the fall damage. Xavier and I run down the stairs. What we find is a bar fight. A large man with a diamond pendant is at the center of it. Xavier yawns and goes back to bed as I see the innkeeper flee out of a hidden back entrance. Zahara and Leon run around to the front. Seeing the large man raging, she decides to attack him with Thorn Whip and pull him closer. He responds by trying to punch her and misses. Leon gets to the entrance, following Zahara, and attacks the big guy with a rapier. Rapier, however you pronounce that. Seeing that my party was about to kill a guy for being in a bar fight, I decide to step in and calm things down. I step into the center of the common room so I can see out the door, and I cast Sleep so that only the big guy, my comrades, and the guy that was thrown out the window would be hit. The runes on my hand glows red. A wild surge was triggered. As the big guy passes out, I see an expanding ball of flame appear at the palm of my hands. A fireball blasts through the incredibly busy inn. Luckily for me, it was a weak fireball, and I had the foresight to try and dodge it. The citizenry wasn't so lucky. Hearing the loud explosion and suddenly smelling smoke, Xavier runs downstairs to Zahara, pulling me, unconscious, out of the building and stabilizing me. Where Leon is using the stolen tarp and some wood to make a stretcher. As the big guy wakes up, Xavier throws a javelin at him, hitting him in the head and killing him. While Leon and Zahara tie me to the tarp, Xavier uses lay on hands to heal me. Not knowing what to do, we run out of the shrine, me being dragged. I pray and toss in some coin onto the altar, hoping that won't happen again. I am untied, and we find a place to hunker down away from the chaos behind the provisions store. At 1 HP and feeling bad about killing so many people and burning down the inn, I go back alone to see if I can help in any way. I see 2 people there just staring at the burning inn. I approach them. "Pardon me, good sirs. A fight got out of control. That big guy there went nuts and attacked everyone. I almost died, but thankfully my party was able to escape with me. Is there anything I can do to assist in this predicament? Perhaps alert the authorities?" One of the guys responds, "There's no authorities here, and this fire looks out of control. I don't think there's anything anyone can do. Why don't you take that amulet and use it to hire a healer for yourself? You look rough." I respond, "Thank you, good sir. That will help a lot." I take the amulet and I put it in what's left of my clothes. When I do, my wounds don't feel as bad, as if it helps soothe them a little. So thanking them again, I head off, looking behind me to see if I'm followed, and notice the other guy following me. I tried to hide, but I tripped over a bucket. Cursing myself, I try to play it off and continue on my way. Passing Zahara on the way, I quietly warn her that I'm being tailed, trying to get out of view. I look back to see Zahara cast a spell on him, which he resists. She manages to fast talk her way out of the situation, and I continue my roundabout way to the rest of the party. I walked between Barthen's provisions and his home, only to see the guy standing outside where the party's hiding. Crossbow aimed at me, I panic, and I cast Witch's Bolt against him. I hit, the man just instantly dies. The sigils on my hand glow red again. That's right. My first 2 spells in the campaign generated wild strikes. I see a familiar, expanding ball of fire at the end of my outstretched hand. I rolled a fireball centered on myself again. Barthen's provisions and his home are now on fire. I expected the pain of being burnt to death. However, what I felt was something cool pressed up against my torso inside the burnt remains of my clothes. It was the amulet. Somehow it protected me from the fireball generated by my wild strike. Zahara arrives then, having followed the guy that I just killed, and the party poke their heads out of where they were hiding after they heard the fireball go off. Seeing the fires and the dead person right outside we were going to be sleeping, we decided to run and hide somewhere else for the night and deal with the consequences in the morning. So, that was the first session. I think I'm going to be bringing my own dice to the game from now on because I was using the DM's dice and I did not like those results. So, I hope you enjoyed and subscribe if you want to. I don't update regularly or anything like that, but hey, if you like it, you like it. Have fun, folks. Peace out.